Hey guys, we're back for episode 3. No, not the awful movie. I mean the episode 3 for the Smuggler video. Have you guys even been watching the rest? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we're now level 5, halfway to level 6, over halfway to level 6. Turning in this really obscure quest. If this is my only complaint, there's like this crazy obscure quest up over here to turn in, and it barely gives you anything. And you're like, why? What was the... Why did you just make me come up here? It's like, it's so out of the way. I don't get it. So I'm gonna come up here, watch, and look, they're like off over in the corner. Couldn't they have put them down further? Why are they there? I don't even know. Do you guys even want to hear what they have to say? Probably.
You're in charge of communications? I found a relay at a separatist safe house. They were tapping your signals.
Blast. I thought we put a stop to that a month ago. I'll red flag all recent transmissions. Make sure nothing major leaked. I owe you one.
Most exciting quest in the game, am I right? No, I'm not, am I? So it was about this point that I was like, man, I've been playing for a couple hours, I'm kind of hungry. So I went and got dinner, leftover turkey, made a turkey sandwich, and some pumpkin pie, the usual. There, I moved 2 feet to the left there when I loaded back in. The time is completely different than what it was. Good times. That was actually a good lunch, not that you guys care, but it made me all rested. I was excited to come back into the game. I was like, I'm kind of wondering where the hell my ship is. Where did this guy take my ship? I really want to use my ship. Where's my ship at? I said ship. I know one of you probably made a comment in the first... I've recorded this all the way through. I mean, I've gone from video 1, now I'm at video 3. And I know one of you in video 1 said something about that. I said ship. There's a at the end of that. So... now that I've lollygagged for about a couple minutes here, let's continue on. It looks like the things I have to do are off in this entire other questing area, right? And I think the best part about this game is they've learned from other games, And I know I said that this is the best part about this game, and this is the best part about the game, and I know I've said that a lot, but honestly, this game has a lot of best parts, so deal with it. I'm gonna be that guy. But really, they've learned from other games in the fact that they've taken their quest areas and they've condensed them down, right, into giant hubs, and you don't have like really obscure. Okay, maybe you have one really obscure quest in this one area. Forget about it. But the rest of the quests are all pretty well contained in the little areas, and they're made for specific levels, and it's really well done. And I think they've learned a lot from other MMOs and other RPGs that have come out in the past couple of years, and it's it's really good that they've gone to that extent of looking at all the good things from other MMOs and taking them and incorporating them into this one. And not only that, but they've made a lot of new stuff that the MMOs don't have, like the whole story thing. That's huge. It's amazing. I don't understand how I'll ever enjoy another massively multiplayer game without having the story aspect to it. It's a completely different thing that you wouldn't expect to be as good as it is, but it is.
Looks like you're in a bind. Who took down your ride?
Blasted Seps! Look at my AT. Their rocket launchers tore through the Durasteel hide like it was nothing. From the look of the vapor trails, I'm thinking Murson MX-2s. That's stolen Republic ordnance. They're using our own weapons against us.
That could be trouble.
The rockets were launched from the bridge. I need those rocket gunners taken out, and every cache of stolen weapons on Man-at Point destroyed. Are you game?
I wasn't planning to live forever anyway. I'm in.
You'll be rewarded for your efforts, I promise you. Good luck over there.
I think what also helps Star Wars is the fact that they have a really good team of writers. I don't think I've come across one quest in the game where I've been like, that was questionably written, like that wasn't very good. I mean, even the pendant quest where you go and find the pendant for the chick, and even that was well written, because it turns out that you weren't just retrieving some stupid heirloom. She was actually a spy for the Empire, and it's just got like all this depth to the game, and I really like that they've added that. So that's another bind point. So now I can fast travel here. That's like a flight path, and that is another quest.
Listen, if you're here to tell me to clear out, then I'll tell you the same thing I told that uptight commander. Not going to happen. Got it? I've got as much right as you do to be here. In fact, I've got more. I'm a model of free speech. A paragon for posterity. What are you? A local grunt. That's what. No good to anybody. So don't go telling me to clear out. I won't do it, and that's that.
You've got all the manners of a pig lizard.
That's not attitude. I'll show you attitude. You like that, don't you? Seeing spirited citizens stand up for themselves and... Oh, damn, you're not actually with the locals, are you? Sorry about that. My mouth always engages first. Brain's working now, though, and I got an idea. I need something done, and I don't have enough credits to bribe the whole corrupt Ord Mantell army. I've got enough to bribe a smaller army, though. You for hire?
I could always use more credits.
Fantastic. Good to see someone with the complete lack of scruples needed to protect justice and freedom in the Republic. My partner and I were in Manat Point recording stories of the uprising when the Separatists attacked. Bombs everywhere, carnage like you wouldn't believe. Fabulous footage. My partner got lost. Good kid, but not a lot upstairs, you know. He's still out on that island somewhere.
I'll find your partner.
Sure. Why not? I mean, he was a nice kid. I'm more worried about the holo recordings we took of the uprising, though. Look, if you can find my partner and bring him back, great. His name is Wax, and he's a self-important little holo recording specialist. If he's dead or whatever, I'll still pay you for the holodiscs if you can find them. Great footage on there, fantastic, gory stuff.
I'll let you know what I dig up.
Bring me those discs.
She's one of those characters in the game that just wish that you were Darkseid if you weren't already. Just so you can, like, shoot her. Ah, so annoying. But really well voice acted, regardless. Huh. Funny how that works, huh? It's cool that they have this giant list of voice actors. Oh my gosh! I know I've mentioned this before, but the voice actor for, you know, not a surprise here, but the voice actor for the male bounty hunter is Steve Bloom, which is the same guy who did like Ogrun, and he did Grunt in Mass Effect, and I mean he did a lot. He's like in every game actually. If you go look at his IMDb thing. Look at that enemy using a little grip on me. That sucked because it pulled me out of cover there. But the cool thing about the voice acting is that for each class, there's actually a male and a female version of the voice actor. I know that's a big surprise. I know. But I'm saying for each class, it's not just like they have a male human and a female human. Although that would be cool too to have it based on species. Maybe they can think of that for future expansions. But what I'm saying is that if I'm playing as a bounty hunter and I come across a group mate that I really like playing with, and they're playing a female bounty hunter, maybe I get a completely different voiceover there. So it's kind of changing it up. So that's really cool because I'm experiencing my own like storyline with a different with different content. So that's pretty cool. But that's not the only thing. Is that I also have the ability to have like an Imperial agent with me, and they're a completely different personality, and you can actually tell the classes apart from just their voice actors alone. Let alone, I mean, all their other abilities they have, but their voice actors alone make a huge difference. And as you get further in the game and you get your companion, that makes a big difference in determining who is who as well, because you see them with different companions. And you are able to, in case you guys were wondering, you are able to customize your companions quite a bit. Not in the way a lot of people would hope. Like, I, for one, would really like for the companion customization to be an actual like character customization screen where you can make them look the way you want based on certain presets. I think that would be cool. But what they've done instead is more of a gamey aspect. One, you know, something that you'd see definitely in a normal game is the way you customize them is you get these packs, and you'll see it in a future video of this, but you get these like customizing packs that you can equip to the companion, and it makes it so they look a certain way. Now, it's really cool because you just get one of these at the beginning, you know, for completing a quest, but later on, I assume you can get more for doing the companion quest, because each of your companions have their own quest. By the way, I just hit level 6. It's brilliant. Brilliantness. I love leveling up. It does get slower and slower as you go, and I really appreciate that, because I would not like this questing experience to end. really good. And I hate questing. This questing is really fun. So anyways, your companion has these customizing packs, and you can unlock them through quests. And I'm not entirely sure. This is going out on a limb, but I assume you can get them from doing more companion quests later on. You know, quests for your companion, because they have their own story, and they have their own affection system, and I'll explain that in a later video, but I assume that you can get them from doing their quest, or from... Okay, this is out on a limb, because I haven't heard a thing about this. I haven't heard a yes or a no. I'm assuming that later on you're also going to be able to get them from specific flashpoints, maybe even operations, right? To really customize your character, saying like, hey, look, you know, this is something I've gotten that I know nobody else has gotten. You know, it's kind of like the equivalent of a dragon mount, you know, in certain games that shall not be named. You know, it's like, or a dragon hawk mount. It's like, oh, you've gotten that, nobody else has that. I see how that is. You know, it's one of those things, and I expect them to do that kind of thing. I don't know if it's in the game now. Like I said, it's pure speculation. But I'm expecting them to do something like that, because that would be a really cool way of customizing your character beyond just your character. And the way that the companions work in general, it's cool that they added that feature to customize them, because if they didn't, then you would just see a ton of the same companion running around with everybody, and it's kind of immersion breaking. I mean, this game is all about the immersion factor of immersing you into the story of the game and immersing you into the action. Like if you get the chance to play it, the music alone just makes the game. Like everybody knows the Star Wars music, or knows the Star Wars theme of music even. So as soon as you go into combat and you hear that music pop up, you're like, oh man, this makes it. The music makes this game. And it's not just the music, it's also the voice acting and everything. But the music specifically, as soon as you recognize that first song that you've heard before in a movie, as you're like running into combat, it's probably one of the coolest feelings that you could have in an RPG, especially a Star Wars RPG. And they've done Star Wars right in this game, and I really appreciate what they've done here. I love this game to death, and I'm not even a huge Star Wars fan. I'm happily admit that. I'm a Stargate guy. I like Stargate more than any other sci-fi thing, but you know, they've done a really good job with Star Wars, and it actually brings me back to feeling like I did when I was a kid, when I first saw the movies, and it made me happy. And I'm 23, to give you an idea of how long ago that was. I mean, yeah, that was quite a ways, but I remember those memories fondly, and they've come across, and they've made those memories come to life in this game, and I really like that. Here's a bug here, by the way. See me roll behind the speeder. Well, I'm not actually behind the speeder, although it says I am. And I'm glad that the mob there knew, and then I twitch out and finally get in. I was a weird bug. I ended up reporting that after the fact. So after I already got to level 10, I went back and reported that I got stuck on something while rolling, and then it ported me through. And they probably know already about that. That's a cool thing about the game, is, you know, another cool thing about the game. Sorry to be that guy, but I'm going to keep saying that. Is that, hey, look at me helping people in general chat. I know, I'm a nice guy. Actually, I don't think I helped them at all. Basically, every single time, yeah, I wasn't helping them at all. I was insulting them. Whoops. Every time that you complete a major class quest, or every time that you're on for like a certain amount of time, say like you're on for an hour, a little survey will pop up. For the quest, it'll say, like, it'll give very specific things, like, are you enjoying this quest? Are you enjoying the rewards from this quest? Did you enjoy the experience of this quest? Like, everything about it. How was the voice acting? And you could give all this cool feedback, and I've done that on every class that I've played, and I've done it extensively. I've given them a lot of feedback on it. Most of it good. There's been very, 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 very few. I think there's like 2 or 3 things that I've ever given back feedback that was like, oh, you could do this better. But, so they have little feedback forums on everything in the beta. Plus, if you're on for like an hour and a half, a little thing will pop up and say, hey, what are you doing right now? What are you currently doing? Are you doing quests? Are you doing crafting? Like, what's your enjoyment level of the game so far? And then sometimes, every now and then, one will pop up that say, based on your experience so far, how likely are you to recommend this to a friend on a scale of 1 to 10? And I think that's rad. I mean, they get so much feedback from just those alone, let alone the forums and the conferences and conventions they go to where people, play the game. And it's cool that BioWare has such an open mind about what people think about their game, and they want to adjust it and make the Star Wars game that everybody wants to play, really. I mean, that's probably the best way to put it. But at the same time, they kind of have an iron fist on some things that they're just not going to change. Like the story. I'm sorry, but even if people complained rapidly, I think BioWare is smart enough to know that would be the vocal minority of the people who don't like the story. I mean, there's probably going to be maybe 5% of the player base who actually plays the game that won't like the story element to it. Everybody else is going to love it. And, what's funny is you're going to go on the forums and all you're going to see is people hating on the game, I'm sure. Minus, the other... I think the majority of it will probably be people loving on the game, but you'll see a lot of people hating on it, and those people will be hating on very specific things that BioWare, I know for a fact, has already gone over in their head saying, no matter what, we're not going to change that. Like, no matter what, they're not going to change the story aspect to it, because that is the game. That makes the game. And there are going to be people who complain, and that's just one of the things. I'm sure there's more to it. I'm sure there's... Oh, by the way, that was a elevator system. Kind of weird how it works. Basically, you click on the little controls and you can move up and down the elevator, and you could do that in a group within an instance or a flashpoint and all that fun stuff. And you'll see more of that later. I don't need to explain it now. I'm pretty sure you understand how an elevator freaking works. But I think BioWare has an idea of the things that people are going to complain about, like the difficulty for one. I think people are going to complain that the game is a bit difficult, but at the same time, I think BioWare wants it to be that way, because I'm going to be kind of mean here, and I'm going to say most people who have played MMOs in the past 5 years have been baby-fed their content. Like, oh, it's okay. It's okay if you suck at the game. Here you go. Just take it. If you suck at the game, it's fine. You don't have to learn how to play. We just want to give you the content because we want your money. That kind of thing. I think a lot of people have been baby-fed their content like that, and BioWare doesn't want that. In fact, BioWare is really good at introducing the content to you at a pretty slow pace, but fast enough where you're not ever feeling bored about the content that you're seeing. So it's kind of like a built-in sneaky tutorial, right? Like, they don't give you your ship until level 15-ish. You can get it before that if you just did your main quest, but that would be really difficult. But around level 15 is when you get your ship. And when you get your ship, you unlock an entire different part of the game. You get the space combat, you get traveling around, I mean, you get your companion quest and all that, but they don't just upfront that at the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they want to kind of teach you about that. That's why it's like 7 or 8 on your level that you actually get a companion. I mean, they slowly teach you about your companion. They slowly introduce your companion, and then they finally give them to you. And they do that with all your abilities. They do that with the flashpoints of how difficult they are and how they ramp up in difficulty. They do that with everything, and I really appreciate their design philosophy around that. And I could probably guarantee that was intentional. The slow ramp up of difficulty to kind of teach you how to play the game. And at first the game is very difficult, and it has a learning curve to it. It's instantly familiar, but it's instantly different at the same time, and to recognize that takes a little bit of time, but most people will get that within their first hour of playing and understand how to play, and will get much better at the game and not have to deal with the difficulty. Yay! Quest turned in. I finally get a break to drink some water.
Hey, watch out! You're getting in my light. The lighting is essential to selling the message of urgency, you know?
Lamala sent me for the holodiscs.
Holodiscs? No! You're from the Republic, aren't you? Come to kill me for my noble work. Well, you're not going to succeed. There's no way I'm giving up my footage of the glorious uprising. Lamala may be willing to hide the Republic's warmongering, but I'm not. I'm with the Separatists now.
Don't be stupid. You can't win.
Save your threats. I'm not going with you. I've re-edited those hollows to show the plight of the Separatists and their families. So you go back to Lamala and tell her she can find another patsy to do her work. I've seen the light.
I'll tell her you changed sides.
Good. Pass the message along, Republic lapdog. Glory to the Revolution!
I really hope that everything I said in that previous section actually made sense to you guys. I'm pretty sure it didn't, but if it did, let me know, because I was trying to express how I felt about the game and all that, and the way that I think that they, this is gonna sound weird, but the way I think that they designed the game on purpose for the learning curve that they purposely designed in the game. There. That was a mouthful. So, another quest started.
Stay back, Republic scum! Stay back or I'll shoot.
Calm down. You don't happen to know Paul, do you?
I don't know anyone of that name. I am Bone Crusher, and my men are loyal to the death. We eat Republic lackeys like you for dinner, so stay back unless you want to become our next meal.
That's funny. You look just like your mother described.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up! I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll rip you to... No! No. No more. No more killing. No more blood. Please. I'm sorry. I'm Paul. I'm the one you're looking for. Please don't kill me.
Tell me what happened to you.
I'm sorry. They want us to forget who we are, where we came from. Please, it's the stims. The Separatists pump us full of this stuff, and we stop thinking. We just want to kill everything. We were taken years ago, 15 of us. I was 13. The others were younger. The Separatists gave us stims and blasters and told us to kill. We couldn't resist. They would have killed us. So we took the stims and we didn't have to think. We could just shoot and...
You don't have to say any more.
Thank you. I thought about running but didn't have anywhere to go. It cost a lot of money to get off planet, and the Separatists don't pay us. I can't go back to my family. How could I face them after all I've done? If I just had a few credits, I could leave this damn planet. I could start over. Please, can you help me?
I hope this is enough to get you off planet. I don't know how else to help you.
It's plenty. But you're giving me credits? I don't know what to say. I can finally leave. Thank you. Take this, so my mother will know I'm okay. Tell my parents I've escaped Ord Mantell.
Let me handle that for you.
Thank you. Thank you again for the credits. I'm gonna wait until the stims wear off, until I'm sure I won't hurt anyone. Then I'll make my break for it. You've saved my life. I owe you everything.
That whole sequence is really funny to me. The whole like, oh hey, your mom is, described you just as you said it. It's like yeah, your mom's doing good, man. Yeah, your mom just wanted me to let you know that your breakfast is served, little boy. It's like I intimidate the poor kid. It was pretty awesome. I wonder how that would go down if my body type was the same size as his. Would I still be able to intimidate? Like I wonder if that changes at all. I really want to make a big-boned Jedi Knight. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. I might just make a larger Jedi Knight rather than like the one that barely made it past like basic training Jedi Knight. That kind of thing. We'll see. Maybe I'll do a trooper like that later on. By the way, this is all kind of ramping up to Mine and Holy's launch content. At launch, if you guys didn't know, I know a lot of you guys are new to the channel, Holy and I are going to be doing a Let's Play of the entirety of one class, right, to begin with. We may do more after that. We do plan on bringing in a lot of Operation content, which is the raids and a lot of PvP and PvE stuff, just, high-level content, but we're going to get there first. So basically, if you have... I like how I just run up and punch this guy in the face. I'm like, deal with it. Ugh. Kick in the nuts. The best part of the class. Anyways, if you guys have a class that you specifically want to see us level, because you can watch all of 1 to 10 for all of the classes by the end of, you know, the next couple of weeks when we have all of this content out that we're recording this weekend. You'll be able to see what every class is kind of about and what you can kind of expect from each class, what you kind of expect us to play a class like. So, or even how a class plays just in general. So we have a video that you can go look up. It's the class voting video for OSW. It's basically you guys voting on classes for me and Holy to play. And I'll explain that more as soon as I'm done turning in this quest.
Please, Dr. Jan. Please.
Just a minute, Dake. You're not with the Separatists, judging from the bloodbath. What are you doing here? What do you want? If you mean to harm these children, I won't let it happen. I'm the cavalry. Let's get you out of this mess. There are people on this island who need saving more than I do. The Republic shouldn't waste its time on one man. And besides, I can't leave the island. It's the children. They need me. They're orphans, most of them. Their parents were killed during the fighting over Manat Point. A few of them have family on the other side, but they're too young to swim that far. They all need food and medicine. I won't leave them here.
Republic troops are dying without your aid.
These children will die without my aid. I am a doctor. If I don't help the innocent, who will? The Separatists focus blindly on their cause, while food and supplies dwindle daily. The Republic won't help either. I've seen the corruption in their ranks. They don't care about the people of Manat Point.
I am sure the Republic would help if they knew.
You have more faith than I have. But I'll cut you a deal. If you can convince the Republic to send help for these children, I'll return to Fort Garnick.
I'll work every angle I can.
I doubt the Republic's going to requisition boats just because you said so. Here, I'll write out what I need and sign it. At least they won't laugh at you then. And if you can get them to come and save these children, then I'll come back too.
Consider me signed on.
I'll believe it when I see it.
So anyways, now that we've tugged at our heartstrings a little bit, yeah, you can vote on the class that me and Holy are going to play, and you can vote on the class and the alignment, so like dark side, light side, are we going to be good or bad, you know? And then I think that's the only other thing. Yeah, you can vote class. Yeah, you can vote whether Holy and I play a certain class, so you can say like Holy is going to play like a Sith warrior, you know, light side, or you could do like Zen is going to play a Bountry Hunter, dark side, you know, stuff like that. Or you can come up with crazy combinations. But you know, go to that video, vote. The 15th is when Holy and I get access to the game. That means we are in day 1 of early access. So there you go. That's exciting news for us. So the 15th of December, you can expect us to bring you the character creation and first part of that video. We may get it to level 10 before we continue, just to continue on. I mean, if it's a class we already played, like say you guys voted for me to do the Smuggler, I would probably get it to level 10 first and then continue from there, just to save time, because we also have to get our main characters leveled up as well. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think this has any voice acting, but it's basically I unlock a ton of doors. Oh, no, there is voice acting.
There has to be a less boring way to do this.
I know it was like barely any voice acting, but it was worth the watch. Any voice acting is good voice acting in this game. All of it is amazing. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, just go vote for us for what class we're going to play on that video. Like I said, on the 15th of December, the video will be up. So even before day 1 launch, so it would be -5 day launch, we'll have stuff up from the actual release of the game, and we're excited to do that. But let us know what you guys want us to play, and hopefully we'll be able to go all the way to level 50 with it without getting too exhausted. We do have to get our main characters up and get those ready for the end game content. Our guild is not just me and Holy, as much as some people assume. We do have a full guild of people, and we do plan on doing server first kills for operations and competitive raiding, or competitive ops, I guess you could call it. And that's kind of our plan for that. So just really letting you know stuff that nobody else knows, really. The fact that we will be doing competitive raiding, and we'll let you know what server we're on the 15th, so you guys don't make them there, because you know we'll smoke you guys anyways when it comes to raiding. Am I right? Now you guys are gonna get like the best people in the world just to go to our server. You guys are jerks. You're so mean. Why are you so mean? So we're going down further into this facility, and it gets really cool with the Smuggler quest down here, and you'll see why, but we'll end up getting there. We're coming to the end of this particular video. In the next one, I end up getting my companion, I'm almost certain. I haven't looked over the footage yet, but I'm pretty sure that's the one I get my companion. And I'll be able to describe more about how that's going to work. And if it isn't that video, then I apologize. But hopefully it is. Hopefully I can show you more about the companion system. I'll get on my main character later, once this stuff is all done, and I'll show you how the crew systems work, and which is their crafting and all that. But on that note, me and my companion, hopefully, not promising anything, but hopefully, we'll see you in the next video.